The overall health and well-being of people living in Salford is improving, but there continues to be wide variations in the health and well-being of people within the city. Life expectancy varies by as much as 6 to 7 years, depending on where people live. And the difference in the years people live without a disability or long-term illness is even greater at 17 years. Making every contact count, or MECC, is one of the building blocks that services and organisations across the city need to put in place to keep improving the health and well-being of Salford citizens. It's about using your knowledge and skills to help people take those first steps towards making things better. MECC is about bringing together organisations that work with the people of Salford and making a concerted effort to improve lives. It's about frontline workers who meet the public on a day-to-day basis, spotting the opportunities that can be a starting point for helping people to change an aspect of their lives.
I enjoy working with people. I find the job very rewarding.
I like the customer contact.
I enjoy because of the interaction with the patients.
You tell me what the problem is, I'll try and help.
We can all make a difference. Every frontline worker who comes into contact with the public has the potential to initiate that change by noticing an odd comment, taking an interest beyond their normal role, encouraging people to take better care of themselves, offering some advice, or guiding someone towards help. If staff across different agencies and organisations in Salford all play a part, the accumulative effect can bring about real improvement in health across the population.
I received a referral for a gentleman called Mr. Taylor, who was a 70-year-old that had just been newly diagnosed with lung cancer. I went out and visited him. On our initial assessment, he disclosed to me that he was quite concerned about his benefits. I advised him that I'd be able to find him a contact number for Welfare Rights Team so that he could ring them and they'd be able to come out and look at his benefits to see if he was getting the correct amount of money. Contacting him a few weeks later, he told me that the Welfare Rights Team had been out and visited him and his benefits are now been increased, so he's living much more happier and able to, make ends meet with his money.
Behind MECC is a set of principles based on thorough research, looking at how people make changes in their lives, the stages they have to go through to alter the way they think or act, and the points where others can help them on that journey.
Just to have the confidence to be able to talk to people and find out what their issues are.
Most of it is what we're already doing, so it's just looking at expanding on that, I suppose.
MECC recognises that frontline workers in different roles will have different opportunities to interact with the public. For some, conversations may only last a few minutes, but this can still be useful, while others can take a bit longer and have a more in-depth discussion.
It's about engaging with, we call them clients, patients, customers, they're people.
Salford's approach to ensure that everyone has the skills and confidence to deliver MECC is to offer all frontline workers an induction session that looks at what MECC is and what's involved. During this session, frontline workers are able to assess whether or not they are already ready to make every contact count, or if they need some further training and support to brush up their skills and knowledge in 4 key areas: issues affecting well-being, behavioural change theories and how to apply them, conversational skills, and brief advice encouraging self-care and signposting to higher level services. By developing and using our MECC skills, more and more people in Salford will get help and support offered to them by the agencies and organisations they use. And this can make a very significant impact on their health and well-being.
Sam had been coming down to access the hardship fund. He started to come down more and more and was borrowing monies that he wasn't quite able to pay back. I noticed his appearance had become dishevelled and he wasn't himself. I found out that he'd been thrown out of his family home. So by chatting to him and showing him exactly what was out there, we gave him the confidence to go and access the information for himself. Anyway, I put him in touch with Salford Opportunities, who help 16 to 18 homeless young people, and he was found accommodation in a hostel. At one point we thought Sam might have to drop out of his course because of his circumstances, but owing to all the help he was able to access, he completed his course and now he's gone on to university.
The MECC support and training will equip staff with skills that are increasingly recognised and valued throughout the public and voluntary sectors. And while they certainly look good on a CV or application form, more importantly, they'll improve the service that staff can give the public right now.
That brief encounter that you have, you know, it doesn't need to be a 30 minutes counselling. Just a quick chat.
It's about listening and communicating effectively with people and getting them to open up to you and engaging in conversations.
Making every visit count. Making every conversation count. Making every contact count in Salford.